What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with Tech Daily, and in this video, we are checking out the relatively new Amazon Echo Show. This is Amazon's newest Alexa speaker that obviously kicks things up a notch with the addition of a touchscreen. For $229, this is, of course, the priciest Alexa device Amazon offers at the moment, but while the Amazon Echo and Echo Dot were decent smart home speakers in their own right, Amazon hopes to bring their smart speaker game to another whole level with the show by, well, being able to show you everything Amazon's Alexa is saying and doing. And the list of Alexa's capabilities is fairly long now, with some interesting new features specific to the Amazon Echo Show. You can pick up the device in either black or white, and I'll have the links down in the video description if you want to learn more or pick one up for yourself. But the first thing that I want to talk about, of course, is the display. The Echo Show's screen is a 7-inch touchscreen display running at 1024 by 600 resolution. It's obviously not the greatest display in the world, but for its size and the fact that you'll pretty much always be looking at it from a couple feet away, it's definitely good enough for what you'll use it for. Just the screen in general, I don't really mind, but I want to touch on the touch aspect of the display. The whole point of Amazon Alexa and smart home speakers is that when you need something, you speak out loud, the speaker hears you, and does what you ask of it. In the case of the Echo Show, you can obviously have Alexa show you certain things, which I'll talk about in a minute, but in my experience with the show, I guess I just didn't really understand the point of having a touchscreen display. The Echo Show has no menus really, and no apps that specifically require touching, typing, or swiping, aside from the initial setup and the device settings, which, by the way, are kind of hidden from the average viewer. The pull-down menu isn't really highlighted anywhere. I guess if I'm getting a voice-controlled smart home speaker, I just wouldn't really expect to ever have to walk up to it and touch it to use it. And in my day-to-day use with the Echo Show, I just never really did walk up and use the touchscreen. Now, obviously, since this is primarily a smart speaker, the speaker itself and the sound coming out of it should be pretty damn good, and with the Echo Show, that is definitely the case. Behind that shiny mesh grille sits two decent-sized front-facing speakers that sound even a bit better than the already great-sounding standard Amazon Echo. You can easily fill a room with the noise coming from this, whether you're playing music or Alexa is listening off your to-do items. It sounds great. It's nice and loud, and generally speaking, Amazon just seems to do overall speaker sound and quality surprisingly well. Another hardware feature on the Echo Show, which has actually been a little controversial, is the front-facing camera situated top and center. The front camera is used for picture taking and video calls. So for example, you can video chat with a friend who also has an Echo Show, or you can video call someone who uses the Amazon Alexa app on their smartphone. That's all fine and dandy. Video calling is a cool feature and another good way to utilize the screen. But there's also a weird feature that Amazon advertised that kind of gave people the creeps called drop-in. What drop-in allows you to do is basically start up a video call with another Echo Show device automatically and more or less unannounced. So you'd say, Alexa, drop in on Austin Evans, and the Echo Show would instantly start a video call with Austin Evans without him having to accept the call at all. The only indication given is a few seconds of a chime and a few seconds of a blurry screen before connecting. But other than that, drop-in just starts a video chat whether the person is there or ready or dancing around their house naked or whatever else. The feature is thankfully supposed to be disabled by default, and you can only drop in on people you have on your contact list, but I actually have seen a few posts and videos where drop-in was enabled upon setup for some users. Granted, it's not like everyone you know is going to have an Echo Show and try and drop in on you and catch you slipping, but it's just a weird feature that probably had good intentions but isn't really that great in practice. Aside from all that, the overall hardware of the Echo Show kind of looks like a device that people in the 1970s predicted what would be made in the future. It's a very weird shape with sharp angles and a big base that houses the two speakers and a smaller top area. And I don't know, it's probably not something I'd consider to be particularly good looking, but to each his own. Some people don't mind the look. On the top is where 8 microphones are located, like the standard Amazon Echo. And you also get 3 buttons, plus and minus for volume controls, along with sort of a mute type button that when pressed turns the camera and microphone off. So you won't get any drop-in calls, Alexa won't be triggered, and you get an orange LED light and an orange bar on screen to let you know when that's activated. Now, as far as what the Echo Show can do, let me start out by stating the obvious. Whatever the standard Amazon Alexa speakers can do, this one can also do. But instead of having having Alexa slowly read out a 7-day forecast, you can take a glance at the forecast and look for yourself while Alexa is reading it off to you. This is also helpful when Alexa has a lot of text to read. So if you have a crazy long to-do list or shopping list or something, instead of Alexa reading off every item one by one from start to finish, she can just show you everything that's there. So in general, anything you want Alexa to read to you or tell you about, she can also display it on the screen. But there's also a bit more to it. With all of the apps and features that Amazon offers, you can use the Echo Show with services like Prime Instant Video and even YouTube. So you can pull up an episode of The Grand Tour and watch it while you're in the kitchen doing dishes, or check out my latest YouTube video on it. Even though I wouldn't consider this like a typical media consumption device or tablet, if you wanted to stream a whole movie to the show, you totally could. Personally, I mainly use the Echo Show to stream music. Services like Spotify are supported, which I appreciate, and also listen to daily news headlines, get the weather, set alarms, check sports scores, look things up from time to time. And while the screen isn't necessary to do any of that stuff, being able to just glance at certain things from time to time is somewhat helpful. The Echo Show goes hand in hand with the Alexa app on your smartphone. It's not required to use exactly, but if you need to edit certain settings or enable services like Spotify, Pandora, or Kindle, you'll need the Alexa app to do so. And there's also skills you can install on your Echo Show through the Alexa app, which the best way to describe are sort of like apps or services for the show. Unfortunately, a vast majority of them don't exactly utilize the Echo Show's display. The device is just still too new right now for developers to update skills to utilize the screen on the show. But in theory, you can enable skills like Nest Cam support and ask Alexa to pull up and view any Nest Cams you have. I'm always pleasantly surprised by just how many skills you can add to the Echo, but again, until they all start gaining support specifically for the show, most of them are just more things Alexa can tell you instead of displaying to you. So I think the big question most people want answered is, with all of the features offered on the Echo Show, particularly the screen, is it worth picking up, especially at $229? And my answer to that is pretty much no, at least right now. If you want a smart home speaker, the regular old Amazon Echo or Echo Dot are fine products at good prices. The Echo Show is kind of cool, sure, and as a speaker sounds really great, but as a complete smart home speaker / tablet touchscreen device type thing, it certainly isn't necessary, and I can't imagine spending an extra $100 for a screen and a webcam to really be justified. If you want a smart speaker, get the regular Amazon Echo or a Google Home or something and save the extra money, because you know you'll just be using FaceTime to video chat with your friends anyway, and you sure as hell aren't going to be watching any content standing in your kitchen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the Echo Show in the comments below. Also, be sure to follow Tech Daily on Twitter and subscribe to the Tech Daily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.